So I installed the Eddy Duo and I installed the Eddy NG software. And so what the Eddy NG software does is it taps the bed and it takes a Z offset. It sets its own Z offset. And the way it works is that whenever it moves so slow, and whenever it stops moving, it tells the Eddy sensor that it stopped moving, and that's where the offset is. But I was reading that the motors can introduce a slight amount of flex. And so to account for this flex, what's happened is because it's flexing just slightly, and the flex is consistent, so you get the same amount of flex every time you tap the bed. What you can do is adjust it for that amount of flex. And you tell the machine, hey, the offset, instead of setting it this high, you set it just a little bit higher to account for the flex. And so what was happening is my first layers were like too close, right? And so I increased the offset for the flex by 0.05 millimeters. And we are getting a freaking amazing layer. A freaking. I got kid now, so I can't I don't curse as much. I do whenever I am not thinking, but I guess that's most of the time. Zing! Yeah, it's throwing down a tasty first layer, and I didn't have to do anything. I made one adjustment and it's a permanent adjustment, and I was reading that you can set this in your G code for certain materials because the viscosity of certain materials, some flow thicker or some flow thinner, so you would need your offset a little higher or lower, and you just put it in your star G code because it's consistent.